welcome back to Futbol Mundial, where we take a look at the best stories from around the global game.
Yes, indeed. This week we have the strangest red card you'll ever see, a battle between double champions and the player who took a gun onto the pitch. Kick it off.
We slalom over to Switzerland now, Pato, to kick off this week's episode with a shout out from EFD fan Giovanni Fiore. Sounds like a Bond villain.
Well, he does a little bit. He also just sounds Italian. You're racist. Yeah, we want to take you to a third division match between Saint-Sulpice and FC Bourg-Saint-Roch-Perrois. But don't worry, it's not the result that's important. We don't know what the score was, and frankly, we don't care.
The game would have been unremarkable, except for a disciplinary incident in the first half, which saw a 19-year-old Barçon player dismissed for a fight with an opponent.
He left the field as usual, but at the end of the match he returned to argue his case with the referee. Things became heated with a scuffle breaking out between the two teams, at which point the dismissed player pulled out a gun and threatened the official. That is not going to get your red card rescinded. I'll just say that right now.
Wow. There was panic among the families in attendance, as you'd expect, but thankfully for all concerned, it turned out to be only a BB gun, Pato, and the player was escorted from the field for a second time.
Yeah, though the incident was more embarrassing than dangerous, the regional football authorities decided to make an example of this particular idiot, slapping him with a 37-year playing ban.
That means he'll only be able to return to the game in 2054 at the age of 56. That's probably past it, even for the Swiss third division. Might get a game in the SPL though.
The Liga MX comes to an end this week with the first leg of the playoff final between Tigres UANL and Chivas Guadalajara, due to take place on May the 25th.
Chivas finished the regular season in third place, 4 places and 2 points above Tigres, but have struggled in the Clausura, drawing against Atlas and Toluca and only advancing because they were higher seeds in the draw. Seeds.
Meanwhile, Tigres have scored 10 and conceded just 1 in their 4 knockout matches, with André Pierre Gignac netting 4 times. They are aiming to become bicampeones, or twice champions, with a second title in a row.
What is Gignac doing in the Liga MX?
He's absolutely
killing it. That's what he's doing, yeah. Despite their patchy current form, Chivas have plenty to play for too, as they've already picked up silverware this season in the Copa MX, giving them a shot at the domestic double shot lager. Lads. No team has managed that since Necaxa in 1995.
Yes, the second leg will take place on the 28th, and it looks set to be a cracker, a Mexican cracker, a piñata.
Major League Soccer is in full effect right now, Pato, and this week the American League saw one of the strangest red cards we can remember in history. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, Colorado Rapids and Philadelphia Union played each other on Saturday night, with 20-year-old forward Caleb Calvert making just his 3rd start in the division and leading the line for the Rapids.
Despite the Union boasting 4 consecutive clean sheets going into the clash, Calvert gave his side the lead with a fantastic curling finish from outside of the box on the run. But his night was about to get even more eventful.
Yeah, after suffering a heavy challenge from a defender, Calvert took issue with the referee's lack of sympathy, receiving a yellow card for dissent as he left the field with the Rapids physio.
So far, so normal. But once he'd been checked out by the medic and was ready to return to play, Calvert was left stranded on the sideline as the ref refused to wave him back onto the pitch.
Frustrated, the youngster simply jogged back on, prompting the official to give him a second yellow for re-entering play without permission and sending him for an early shower.
The Rapids, led by Tim Howard on the pitch and run by hated Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke, went on to lose 2-1 and are rooted to the bottom of the Western Conference table with 7 points after 11 games. Ooh, Moisey, get him in.
Moving closer to home now, and Jose Mourinho has been a worried man in recent weeks, with injuries and that Europa League final putting the pressure on him to make use of his squad.
But the special one's loss is Manchester United's youth players' gain, as Axel Tuanzebe, Josh Harrop and Scott McTominay, who is that, have all seen action for the Red Devils.
Yeah, most remarkably, Angel Gomez came off the bench to make his debut on the final day of the season, as United beat Crystal Palace 2-0 at Old Trafford. The English youngster is only 16 years old and becomes the first player born in the year 2000 to appear in the Premier League.
That's depressing. Gomez is also United's youngest player since the great Duncan Edwards back in 1953, and he won the Jimmy Murphy Player of the Year award for the best prospect in United's academy, an honour previously given to the likes of Ryan Giggs and Paul Scholes.
Time will tell whether the midfielder turns out to be more Scholes or Makeda, but he certainly had a pretty exciting week.
And finally, this week, on the recommendation of Sammy B612, we congratulate Europa FC, who won this season's Gibraltarian League, picking up their first title since 1951.
Yes, despite losing only once in 27 games, a draw in the penultimate round of fixtures cost rivals Lincoln Red Imps, as they finished on 72 points with Europa one ahead on 73.
Those pesky Red Imps. And the unlikely champions denied Lincoln a special achievement. They'd won 14 league titles in a row until this campaign, a European record held jointly with Latvia's Skonto.
Yeah, if the Red Imps had triumphed this season, they would have claimed the best run in the continent's history and would have equalled the world record of 15 consecutive championships set by Tafea of Pacific nation Vanuatu.
But it was not to be. For the first time since 2002, Gibraltar has a new champion. Well done, Europa. So that was Futbol Mundial, guys. Have we missed any worldly news stories out? As always, we're keen as mustard to hear about them. Let us know in the comments below.
Now, if you like this video, don't forget to check out this week's transfer review. We cover huge rumours like Douglas Costa to leave Bayern Munich and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Chelsea.
And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Whatever.